Greetings, fellow Earthlings. This is the isinwheel D4 e-bike. With a powerful motor, decent range, and the ability to fold down for easy storage, this e-bike will certainly have a place in the e-bike space. With a price tag of 950 moonrocks, this is nearing the lower end of the affordable category for us. Is the D4 worth your time? Well, let's find out. First up, let's talk about the D4's 500-watt motor. Now, this bad boy is more powerful than a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle on a sugar rush, giving you the oomph you need to zip around like you've got a hankering for pizza. And at this price point, it's pretty much what we would expect to see here. But what about range, you ask? Well, the D4 is packing a 48-volt, 15-amp-hour battery, and as far as range goes, you can expect 20 miles on the low end, and if you're feeling like pedaling a bit, you can probably get closer to 35 depending on the terrain and all that jazz. Now you can ride like the wind and explore more than Nemo ever did, because it was, really Marlin and Dory that did the real exploring. That shouldn't be a controversial statement. Now, let's talk about the D4's foldable frame. This compact frame is perfect for urban riders and apartment dwellers, and even ready to handle your heaviest loads with a max weight capacity of 330 pounds. Nobody better soundbite that. Suspension? Yeah, of course. We've got a front suspension fork and some nice springs under the saddle, making this a surprisingly comfortable ride. You'll feel like you're riding a unicorn, if, you're into that kind of thing. The tires have a semi-aggressive tread and could easily hit the trail every now and again. Now, we don't have any sidewall reflective stripes here, which would have been nice to see. The saddle was comfortable, a little bit on the wide side, which sometimes created an odd attack angle for the pedals, but if you're mostly looking to throttle around, then it was pretty comfy. Now, let's shift gears and talk about the D4's drivetrain. With 7-speed Shimano gears, you can handle any terrain, uphill climbs, downhill descents, or flat-out sprints, and switching gears will be smoother than a James Bond pickup line, guaranteed to impress even the most discerning cycling aficionados. Excuse me, but I think you dropped something. My jaw. So smooth. Lights, fenders, and other extras make the D4 the ultimate companion for any adventure, whether you're on a grocery run or a quest for the Holy Grail. No, seriously, this thing can handle it all. And the cockpit, well, it's easy to navigate, and it fits well with the bike as a whole. Now, who is this e-bike for? Well, it's for someone that doesn't have the extra capital to throw at a more refined e-bike, and there are some benefits to having a folding e-bike, such as being able to store it in a small office or an apartment. The removable battery makes it easy to charge up if you wanted to keep the bike in the garage, and so there are a lot of options here. I don't see this being a strict commuter, but you can commute to work on rollerblades if you wanted, so who am I to decide what is a commuter or not? It all depends on how you ride. Speaking of riding, let's head out for the ride test. All right, guys, welcome out to the ride test on the D4 from isinwheel. We have got our half grip twist over here. Let's go ahead and give it a half grip twist. Let's head off to the races. Now, one of the things to note at the gate is the throttle is limited by the level of pedal assist. So right now it's on pedal assist level 5, but if we go down to like 2, it cuts off until we get to whatever speed that pedal assist level 2 wants us to get at, which let's find out what that is. 10-ish miles per hour. So then we bump it up to 3. Again, I'm not pedaling here. Go ahead and bump this back just a smidge-a-rooney. It's a good word, smidge-a-rooney. Fiddling with this microphone 1 second. Please stand by. Technical difficulties. There we go. Thank you for your patience. Now back to your regularly scheduled ride test. Now, as far as power goes, if you do have it in pedal assist level 5, the 500-watt motor does feel pretty responsive. It's got a decent amount of acceleration. Let's go ahead and test it out. Those mechanical disc brakes here doing a pretty decent job. Let's go ahead and go from a stop. Yeah, pretty good acceleration for a 500-watt motor. Up until about that 10 mile per hour mark. Seems like it kind of dips off a little bit, but it could just be because I am not a computer. My brain doesn't know that much of a difference between, 10 to 15 miles per hour from where perception goes. I know they're different speeds, everybody, okay? I don't want to see any comments down there like, this guy doesn't know what speed limits is. I know what speed limits are. Oh, yes. Just like that, we became off-road explorers. Now, as far as pedal geometry goes, it does feel like you gotta jack the seat up quite a ways to get a good pedal geometry. Like right now, it's a little bit too short, but I also feel like where I'm at right now is a good spot for my reach here. So I'm just kind of, getting a better reach, sacrificing that for a little bit less of an advantageous pedaling position. And then let's go ahead and do some pedaling. Get up to that 20 miles per hour pretty easily. It feels like we could probably do with another 1 or 2 gears, or just to adjust the gearing system we have here. Because we do get a little bit of ghost pedaling at about 18 miles per hour or so. But if you're somebody that's going to be cruising around throttle only, that might not be a big deal to you. Let's go ahead and give those brakes another test. Get up to that top speed of 20 miles per hour here. And we'll do it in 3, 2, 1. Whoa, okay. That was probably about 12, 13, maybe up to 15 feet there. Our braking tests, they're not scientific, okay? This is an electric bike report. We don't got drones in the air. It's just you, me, this bike, and the open road. Well, and the bike trails. So you guys want the science? You watch them. You just want the experience? You can watch me take electric bikes on trails that they have no business being on. Whoa! Okay. All right, you have business being here. I should be a little ornery there. All right. I hear you. Some of these e-bikes are just a little too emotional, you know? It's just a review show, okay? I'm gonna adjust this up a little bit. Now there is one little jump that I want to hit on this thing. Now when I say jump, you MTB guys, you're gonna roll your eyes at me. But I'm on the D4 from isinwheel, okay? I'm on a specialized yada. So this is gonna be an extreme jump on this bike. Oh, little erosion there. Woo! Gosh, that is fun. I'm not just getting a little bit of air. Oy. Not that one though, guys, not that one. And just like that, we're back to our leisurely pace. Woo, okay. One last little jump in ya. No, that's not the kind of stuff you should be doing on this bike. But like I said, it's about the experience. That's all you guys watch these videos, isn't it? The experience. I'm gonna give you the experience. Guys, I think that is gonna do it for our review on the D4 from isinwheel. If you guys have any questions for me, please let me know down in the comments. You can head over to electrifiedreviews.com. Check out the written review. All the detailed specs will be over there. Leave us a comment, either here on YouTube or over there at the site. Either way, we might be running some giveaways. You never know. We're always trying to give away free stuff. So thank you guys for hanging out, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for hanging out with us at Electrified Reviews. Head over to electrifiedreviews.com to see if we got any giveaways going on. We usually do. Our goal is to give away as many free e-bikes as we can this year, and we'd like to give one to you. And we'll catch you on the next one.